Peace to the family. It's Brother Polight. And you also can make sure you share this video, particularly with the people that you know is already part of this movement. And I just wanted to tell y'all that they are really blocking my economic videos and my health videos. They're blocking it. So what are you gonna do? Go to iAmBrotherPOLIGHT, POLIGHT.app. That is the website. Even though it says .app, it's the website to the app because we're bringing the app back up. But I just want to let you guys know, you can go over there, you can register for free for the newsletter that will be coming out for free, for the forums that we're going to do question and answer, to just give you random free information, and for the PDFs to my free presentations, so you can get those free PDFs. So you register. For those people interested in the class we have, is $99, the lowest I've ever charged for a class, because I understand the situation. However, the value of it is intrinsic. Some of the people that have taught me a great deal about real estate, and yeah, my stockbrokers, we have them all on there, okay? So it's gonna be pretty dope. Yeah, some of the people that really got me locked in. I mean, I got my strategies, and they're gonna talk about it, and they're gonna give me they're gonna sing a lot of praise to me, and give me a lot of love, because you know I be weaving through the matrix, but I still wanna get them involved, because so long as they're involved, I ain't gotta worry about people talking about you gotta be licensed or credentialed. And I'm not talking about trolls. I'm talking about the man, right? Because I do have a BP investment group and a BP Corp. I have a lot of stuff going on. I do have a lot of stuff going on, but just know that I got the licensed professionals. Okay, so that way you know the beast don't hit me up. But the reality is they've been blocking the videos, and now like I said, on Instagram, I can't even put a title on my videos, or write a caption, or even like my own videos, or respond to people that look at my videos. I only could DM or upload videos. If I attempt to like something of someone's page, I can, except for the people who have large views. Okay, so I can't communicate with people who have a large number of views unless it's through DM. I can't like nobody's page or respond or comment, not even to my own page, or like my own page on Instagram. This all started when I started pushing the economic information as well as the health information. I think the 5G thing got them a little tricky too, for all I know. But, you know, I'm not complaining. It is what it is. You know, we got to send them where we could be at in our little hub. And I should have did it a long time ago. I got complacent, and I was flying around. So now when I'm really on my bully and teaching and going hard and kicking the knowledge, this is why I don't be going so hard. People don't understand. I spread it out. I don't want to get spread thin. So I normally spread it out. And what I mean by spread it out, you know, I show you me at a club, I show you me hanging out with Mayweather. You know, I spread it out. You know, times I'm at Puff crib or in the studio with Puff, I spread it out. So that way, when I throw the information out there, nobody's alarmed. I can still do what I got to do. So right now, it's crazy right now. They don't want nobody getting enlightenment. And I believe it's because more people are on the internet now than they normally are. I believe more people are on the internet now, more stationary. And they like, yo, in my numbers, I'm doing 250,000. I reached 1.6 million, 1.6 or 1.7 million people within the last month on this platform. And I had actually 2 videos do over 250,000 since. And last month, I did like 1.2 million on a video. And then on Instagram, I got a video I posted a month and a week ago about 500,000. It's at about 550,000+ views. And my coronavirus videos are probably 250,000. One is at over 300,000. And I don't think it's been 2 weeks yet. I think it's been like a week and a half. So I know it ain't no coincidence, but I ain't out here to talk bad about these people and their pages. This is their platform. This is their platform. If I want to reach all of you, they're going to charge me to reach the people whose attention I earn. It's part of the game, so I'm not knocking it. It is what it is. But what I'm doing, this is my contingency plan to let you know. Go to iAmBrotherPOLIGHT.app. iAmBrotherPOLIGHT.app. Go there. iAmBrotherPOLIGHT.app, and make sure you register, if nothing else, for free. I just did an amazing stocks and bonds class, damn near, you know, and pennies off of millionaires. I just did an amazing stream. It says it's waiting to load up. I don't know. What I'm actually doing to see if this actually loads up, because I done attempted to do that lecture this is about the 4th time, and those of you that be locking in, y'all know last night it kept shutting down, and I said, you know what, I'm not used to this, and it's shutting down every time I get to the money. And today I went over a heck of an amount of information. I went over a lot of information today, a lot. When I say I went over a lot of information today, and you know I normally don't do it in the afternoon, I do it prime time, so much so that I missed some of the banks that I was out to catch today. Because, you know, I got to make my bank runs. I'm in the check cashing business too now. You know, be turning this money over one day to the next. Royal Caribbean is still looking good. I had a great closing today, again on the market. We good. You know, anybody that think this just started with me, those books, Stocks and Bonds, you go type them in on the internet. Stocks and Bonds and Pennies Off of Millionaires. Those books been out for years. Been teaching it. The reason why it's imperative that I talk on it now is because it's more relevant, because opportunities are there, they're more viable, they're more consistent. It's the best market we can get in next to real estate, and you can actually leverage your returns from this market into the other. So I'm going to talk about it while it's hot. We had the best day in market history yesterday. As far as points was concerned, everything was up. 2 days prior to yesterday, it was the worst day we had since 1929, and it took 4 years for an actual amazing recovery, which was in 1933, March 9th, 1933, House Joint Resolution 192. Check that out. And then this time around, we went from a 4-year stint we went from a 4-year duration of time, from the worst time the economy has ever been in a state like that, to a 48-hour turnaround from the worst to the best. And this is all before the quantitative ease. This is all before the stimulus package. Yeah, so you get the free PDFs and everything from the classes that I'm doing. Shit, if I gotta do these videos 10, 12 times a day, I'm gonna just get the water, my prunes, dates, black mission figs, golden, plums, and all this. I'm gonna just get everything together. Golden berries, and roll my sleeves up and go hard in the crib. But like I said, I just wanted to talk to y'all and let y'all know what the deal was, so you don't think I'm slipping, because it ain't me. I ain't slipping. I'm out here working hard to get y'all the information, and countless times over and over, free classes are just being erased right after I do it. Yeah, people said it was going to drop today. Shout out to Brother Polight. I made a lot of people a lot of money last week, yesterday, and today. Every single company I mentioned is up. Every single company I mentioned on my Instagram, my last post on Instagram, you can see the date that it was published. It hasn't been 24 hours. It's neighboring 70,000 views, and I'm teaching economics. Effective economics. Not BS, because it's published. Every company I mentioned on Instagram, every single company I mentioned on Instagram last night is up today. Royal Caribbean, you could have bought it yesterday at $32. Went up to $42 today, strong. So if you had $320 to give up, 10 shares, you would have made $100. And we're not even going to talk about call options, because you would have called up, it would have been another conversation. A lot of people became millionaires. A lot of people. Between Friday, yesterday, and today, it's popping. It's definitely going down. Oh, you're welcome, man. I appreciate you. You join by just going to brotherpolight.app. We have the class, which is going to be intense. Real estate. I'm telling you, I got the real deal real estate cats up in there. I got my stockbrokers that's going to be part of the class. Real talk. RC was at $9 2 days ago. I hear you. I'm with it. Just send me the inbox, Trina, with your name and phone number. Let's make it happen. Adam Davis, same to you. And also go to Brother Polight. Go to iAmBrotherPOLIGHT.app. Don't go to the app. That is the website to the app. The app is not published yet. It's coming. It's going to be done the end of this week. Then after that, the books will be there. I have the free newsletters. And I'm creating a day out the week where we'll do forums where you can talk to the professionals of my choice, because the professionals of my choice is going to swear by my methodologies. But at least they're credentialed, so when they talk, they talk. Just know I'm speaking vicariously through them, because they'll let you know who I am and what I do and how I get it in. And I'll show you receipts from what I do. But when I put my credibility on the line and I publish videos talking about what I just dumped money into, and I show you the receipts, and I send you the PDFs, then yeah, turn around, call spade a spade. It's a very interesting week, man. And then when people are like, but it's going to drop, it's going to fall. So you know what? That's how I know you don't know what you're talking about. Because if that's your claim to fame and you have no other information, I know you don't know what you're talking about. Because then why don't you put a put option out? Because you could bank on the company's falling and buy several shares of the company falling. Okay? And at the strike price, anything above the strike price, you win. Meaning you can buy several shares in one for a way cheaper price and bank on it falling. And multiply your money by 50, by 100. So stop playing around. It's not the app, it's the website, people. It's the website. It's not an app. The app will be up. The name of the website is the name of the app. We'll go to the website. Type in iAmBrotherPOLIGHT.app. It's the website. I'm doing it right now for you. Why does it do that? I hate the fact they do that. Hold on. Yeah, so as I said, I can only share videos on Facebook. I could only share videos on Facebook. There we go. If I go live, and then now when I go live, they're not even allowing the live to stay up. I'm just doing a test right now to see if this live will actually stay up. I taught long and I taught hard on that last one. And when I say I taught long and hard, those of you that was on that last live stream, you know I gave up the goods on the strength. Yeah, they blocked the stock info. They blocked it. You know, but it's all good. We're gonna create a movement, because what we're not about to do, I said to myself, every time these pandemics occur, and I show you the documents, not even the documents, I show you, you can look it up. Every 4 years, every election cycle, we are subject to some swine flu or MERS or something. We always subject to something that shakes the economy, and then what they do is a quantitative ease or a stimulus package to manipulate the economy, get it back up and running, and depending on who's the face behind bringing the country back, that influences our decisions as voters, for those of us that vote. But what I'm saying is, get hip to the game. I show you on every election year, we are subject to these things, and if you study the economy during those election years, you'll be like, wow. Thank you, Amando Wong. Said, yo, I definitely put y'all on. That's right. That last video was amazing. Thank y'all, man. I really appreciate that. So I even see what I'm gonna have to start doing is videotaping what I do as it's going down. I'm gonna have to start videotaping, recording videos as I get it done. But anyway, I gotta bust moves. It's a little bit debilitating, but it's part of the game, so I ain't knocking it. It's a little debilitating, but it's part of the game, and it's clear. I'm more convinced now than ever. You see, people want to call it conspiracy, but I don't even talk about half the stuff that goes on. I don't talk about the people that work for law enforcement that troll me on YouTube. I don't go through all of that because the proof is in the pudding and it's in my works. Y'all know what I spend my time on. I spend my time teaching. I go out my way. Those PowerPoints be taking me time, and then I got to reduce them to a time when I'm doing it on Instagram inside that 10 minutes to make it make sense. It takes a lot of effort to do that with no edits. Boom. Because the speaking part is not a problem because I know what I'm talking about. Consolidating all that information to make it make sense. And some people are like, yo, you talk too fast. I have to do it to give as much information as possible per each clip. So you can rewind it, so you can pause it, you can rewind it, you can pause it, you can take notes, it's at your leisure. But my goal is to make sure whatever the subject matter is, I could cover several subject matters in a short period of time to an Instagram community that's normally looking at booty and talking about money they don't really have and showing you ratchet stuff. I'm one of few people that gets very high responses. I'm not one of those people that have a large following, and then when I put up a flyer or something, it only do 100 likes or 40 something, and you say, yo, damn, how does this person got all these views? And them videos, the ratio between that ain't right. My videos traditionally do about the amount of people that's following me, if not more. I ain't buying my damn followers. You feel what I'm saying? And then amongst those who didn't buy their followers, they don't get that kind of reception from talking on these subjects, and then others don't even talk on these subjects. So it's a combination of so many things. I don't do gossip. I would never win a gossip battle. That's why when y'all be like, yo, you got to respond to this person, it's very hard for me to make that decision. And then many times it's very easy. I know I would lose a gossip conversation. Oh, let me defend myself against this gossip. That's what they do. That's their world. And that's why this time is very interesting, because the gossipers ain't going to survive. People are waking up because they have to, and nobody want to really spend that much hours listening to gossip about another person. Oh, I'm going to keep teaching and teaching and teaching. But make sure y'all go to the website, because who knows how long this is going to last. I'm convinced every platform is giving me hell. You know, every platform is giving me hell. One locked me out, changed my password. Other one is making it where I can't share unless it's live. And now, which is Facebook, and now when I do share it, now that I do the lives, and y'all can at least share the lives. If I put up a picture of my daughter and I publish it, if you attempted to share it, they would say it's against their rules. It violates their rules or something like that. If it's just me, if it's just my daughter and I, they're gonna say I'm violating the rules. Okay, everything I've been teaching about the stocks is what the class comes with, and you can read the description as well. When you go to the website, you can read the description. Yeah, YouTube acting funny too. Y'all be like, yo, why you don't get on YouTube? And that's why when I put my pain in, I spread it out. Like I said, I like to do a few things, show you how my lifestyle is. I spread it out, because so long as I'm talking that talk, and I got the ability to reach 250,000 people inside of 2 days, talking about health, while the media is only telling you to wash your hands and cover your mouth. The media is only telling you to wash your hands and cover your mouth. They're not telling you what to eat or drink. And then if I say, yo, you know, these are some good drinks, oh, you should stay away from this food, people come out, your own people, and I know who they are. And when I say I know who they are, I'm not talking about my brothers. I'm not saying I recognize this channel. I'm saying I understand who they are. They doing a job. Because why the hell do I need credentials to tell you not to drink milk that has 750,000 somatic cells? I don't need to know nothing about your present disposition as far as health to tell you you don't need to drink no damn pus milk. See? So I know who these people are. Thank you Evan Howard, man, for sharing the videos. Appreciate it. Sunshine, let's get to work. They would rather listen to gossip. That's a fact. But you know, like I said, this is an interesting time. Because the reason why this time is interesting is because a lot of the gossipers, what they're going to do now, they got to make bread. Negroes are still doing videos, yelling and screaming to the top of their lungs, complaining about other people. Not realizing, y'all think this is a game. Oh, y'all think you're going to get those $1,200 checks, $1,000 checks until they tell you, you know what, you have to have filed taxes. And you have to meet a certain, you have to have a certain sizable income or whatever the hell they come up with. You're going to find out you don't even meet that criteria. We seen it in Katrina. We seen what the Red Cross did and how they did us. You see, when I start talking that talk to prepare the people, to let them know, you ain't got no time to listen to somebody talking about BS right now. The world is changing and opportunities are right in front of us. We don't got time for that. We don't have time for that. But what I'm doing is making sure that in this era, when a bunch of our people fail miserably, that they cannot say somebody in this era didn't say something. Someone didn't point them in the right direction. Someone didn't put hours and hours of documented, hours and hours of documented evidence of what direction to go in, what you can do step by step. I show you where you can go, how you can say. Matter of fact, look where I'm at. This is where I was just cashing my damn check. Well, depositing, I should say. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So them gossipers, they better figure out a hustle. Where the money going? Where the money in at right now in this type of crisis? They're gonna bleed out in 3 months. You're gonna see a lot of people disappear off of YouTube because they're gonna have to figure it out. And the people that didn't take their health serious, like they playing games and they say it's another virus in China, y'all better start pretending like this virus is real so that way they don't hit us with a two-hit combo. I'm like, God damn, someone died and the virus is worse than Corona. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. Maybe we need to lighten up and just start saying we're with it. We believe in it. This is the time you use to study as much as you can. And study as much as you can. Study as much as you can. Study as much as you can. You know, people, it's the same people talking the same BS over and over in the comments. And then every time you ask them, can you do us a favor? Show us your house. Show us your car. I don't want to hear none of that shit. It don't matter. Show us your house. Show us your car. Show us your lovely family. Show us your wife that no longer works for the white man or isn't laid off right now. See? But you want to disrespect me. You want to talk negative about me. That's what you want to do. You don't want to keep in mind that I'm talking for so many damn hours throughout the day. And that I'm lecturing and I'm doing conference calls and I'm talking to my attorneys and I'm talking to my CPAs and I'm talking to my publicists. I got so many different things going on. I got to talk all day. But I bet you what, no matter how much I have to use my respiration as an orator, because even singers have conditions that cater to them because they sing quite often. I speak very often. And guess what? Guess what? I ain't dropping from this bullshit that they got out here. I can guarantee you that. The Hantavirus is in China too. Yep, brace yourself. Let's hope Hanta don't come to us. Well, at least no one's flying around, right? Fuck them, stay on point with knowledge. You already know. So hopefully that PowerPoint goes up tonight. I mean, hopefully, you know, this was like my 4th time, man. Last night, y'all saw me do it over and over. Hopefully, it works out. And provided it does, we good money. You know what I'm saying? This is for the people. And like I said, I gave up a plethora of information, ideas, direction, incentives, vision, and I'll do it again if I have to. But right now, I'm like, I need to go. Give me some green juice, kale apple, ginger, and call it the wrap, because it's debilitating doing it so much times last night and it's not working. And knowing if I publish a video, if I record myself and just publish it, you won't be able to share it. I have to do it live in order for you to share it on Facebook. And like I said, every platform is bothering me. But it is what it is. Just go to iAmBrotherPOLIGHT, sign up so we can do our classes over there. This is the contingency plan. We gotta have one, because they ain't really about to have black people getting rich in the middle of this situation. This is what I know. I don't know who to blame for this chaos. I don't know who it is. I'm just saying, I know where the hindrance is at, because I know for sure if I was showing you all the women I got, they would keep me on. Semi. Because they don't want the image of a black man getting the respect of several black women at a time either. So the fact that I've been with the 4 women for 14 years and the first wife I've been with 4 of my wives for 14 years and the first wife for 22. That's something they ain't really trying to look at. Because if you look at the polygyny video that I put up less than a month ago on Instagram, where's the view count? It's at about 280,000 views in less than a month. On the talk show that I was on, breaking down polygyny. You feel me? From my socioeconomic perspective. And the opportunity that I use when I get interviewed to teach on several other things and bring it back to the subject, that's me making incisions on some real medical science stuff, because I'm performing a lobotomy on my people. Because we got to work on that brain. I get my green juice from Apple a day when I'm in Miami. It's my people. Oh, the owner. Owner is MMA Olympic champion. They be training my daughter when we in Miami, MMA, and then, you know, when we on the West Coast, it's Mayweather's boxing and fitness. My daughter do her boxing training over there. I appreciate the stock info on American Airlines. I'm up $60 off of 10 shares. You saw that today. Almost was 70. That shit went up to $17. Salute. I'm glad, man. Do what you do. Someone said, oh, that's only for people who got larger money. So you mean to tell me if I put $10.30 in, let's just round it down, $10 in on American Airlines on a Friday, and then when Tuesday come, is at $16. You mean to tell me I can't appreciate the $60 difference? I need to wait until I have $500. I need to wait till I have $1,000 or $10,000 to appreciate $60 on every 10. That's what you're telling me? That's a goddamn lie. People spread rumors that wealthy people that hate black people, wealthy people that hate black people spread rumors that black people pick up to sound smart and promulgate the same BS in our community. What the hell you mean you can't you rather, I don't give a damn if it's $2 or 50 cents. I put money into Fashion Nova when it was 89 cents. I found $100 in one of my pockets. I put $100 in on the strength. I went there, buy me 100 shares. Because when this shit blow over, clothes ain't selling now, but people gonna wanna fly and they're gonna wanna get dressed up. I put 89 cents in it. Now the stock today was $1.40. If nothing else, I made $50 off of it. And I had my daughter put 100 from her savings in. If nothing else, she made $50 from it. If I put 89 cents 100 times in the bank, I wouldn't have made $50 in 30 damn years. You feel me? So what are people talking about? What are we really talking about here? Why you gotta knock somebody that's just sharing information so people can take into consideration? What harm is that? Would you rather me talking about gangbanging? Would you rather me set tripping and rolling with the homies talking about no-fly zone and who can't come through our community knowing none of us is landlords? Would you rather me having that kind of conversation? Let's be for real here. Let's really keep it all the way, 100. Let's keep it real. Come on, man. Y'all better stop playing. So when I see them coming in, attempting to make us deviate from what's going on, I know who you are. Because nobody that care about black people will go out their way to constantly troll somebody that's sharing free information day in and day out. A gain is a gain, goddammit. Real talk. What is we complaining about? If you got the bread, you really win. Got a little bit of bread, you still won. And we still winning. If you did it Friday when I told you, your $21 Royal Caribbean became $42 today officially. You doubled your money from Friday to Tuesday. Come on. And I always tell people, you can't buy 10 of whatever you're doing if you can. But I ain't never want to tell you, yo, don't buy 2 or 3. Get the experience to get you lit. Leave it there, it's going to do more for you there than the bank. If you want to straddle, you find out what to bid on the stock going low, which is very cheap, which is cheaper than what you're going to pay for, paying for the stock, and eventually seeing it grow. And when you do it that way, you straddle, because if it goes down, you're making money several times over, more than you probably put into the stock, depending on how you do it. If it doesn't go down, you didn't lose as much money as you put in anticipation for the stock to go up. That's called straddling. See, so when people talk to me, I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not over here to be on the defense. People really just say anything these days. They just say anything these days. I didn't believe you until I did research, bro. You love your people. Thank you, King. That's all you got to do. Just follow up and see it, then be like, yo. Because they're not going to teach you this in school, so who's going to teach it? And you got the Negroes saying, hey, don't listen because he's not credentialed or licensed or anything. So that's the game, ain't it? If school don't teach it, don't listen to no one who didn't go to school to get the credentials, then where does that leave you? If school don't teach it and you can't listen to anyone unless they're credentialed, and the credentialed people don't know it to teach it in the first place, then what are you going to do? And then the people that do know will not make themselves available to you to teach you their trade secrets. That stuff I was saying on that previous live, trust me, you got people that's like, even my brokers be telling me, yo, chill out, P. And I'm like, yo, fuck this system, man. I'm gonna just start spilling the beans. I know more than many people will forget anyway. So I ain't worried about it, man. At some point, we gotta tell people something. The market, yo, let's really do our thing in this market. They not expecting us to win. They already got this shit figured out. Like I told y'all about the uptick on this last note. You know what the uptick rule is? The uptick rule is if in a down market, in a bear market where everything's going on decline, they're talking about not doing it. They got an uptick rule that they didn't enforce yet, that they said they're about to enforce, to stop people from selling their shares and buying them back for a cheaper price. So when you have and that's to make it fair. Now what happens is, if you say, because you got people doing inside trade and all sorts of stuff getting exposed. So what happens is, that's supposed to protect the consistency of the market and make it fair ground. So in other words, when people are selling, of course people are buying, because people who couldn't afford to buy it where it was at can buy it now that others have sold it. But what if the people who are selling it get a heads up about something? They sell quick enough to recoup enough of it, to keep enough of their money, or even sell on time to not lose nothing, come back downstairs, buy it for cheap. So in other words, a stock is at $130, they sell it. Next thing you know, the stock is down to $15. They take that $1 million that they sold it for and they come back down and buy it for $15, knowing that it's going to go back up. It has to. The reason why that's a problem is because people like you, who only could wish you can buy the stock at $15, by the time y'all even learn maybe a smidget of this information, the damn $15 stock is working its way back up to 40 and 50. They boxed you out already. The same fucking people that had you out of it the first time gonna have you out of it a second time. So while you focusing on this goddamn virus, man, and buying the disinfectant and the tissues, while you focusing on that, they over there rebuying the shit because it's available at a cheap price. And when the economy go back, all y'all thinking about is going back to work. And you're not even realizing you could put pennies on a dollar towards options, leap options. You could put pennies on a dollar towards 6 months from now, 9 months from now, 2 weeks, next week, but you could put pennies on a dollar for leap options. And leap options, because you're putting money into the future, if that dollar amount, if you say, yo, I think that the economy is going to work out and I believe that this is going to go to this dollar amount and more. They was at 130, but I believe in 6 months they will at least be back to $30. Because right now we're seeing some of the gains. So 6 months from now, in a year from now, I believe they'll at least be definitely back to $30. Anything over $30, should it happen, first of all, you're going to be able to buy it for pennies. And each leap option, because it's so far in the future, they'll say, well, we'll give you 100 shares. We'll give you 80 shares for a few pennies. So you buy it. That's why I give the example. You buy a leap option, and the contract, the leap option contract stipulates that you have the right to own 100 shares, a penny per contract. And you turn around and say, well, fuck it, I'm gonna buy 100 contracts. Now you own 10,000 shares potentially into the future. And at every point above the strike price, because when you hit the strike price, the strike price is when you break it even. Anything above that dollar amount is your money times the 10,000 shares that you only put pennies on. Only thing you do, you gotta wait till 6 months or your 9 months or your 1 year or your 2 years. You could do it sooner, but if you pay for an option sooner, it's going to cost you a lot more money when you pay sooner. If you pay for it later, it's going to cost you pennies on a dollar. What's up? Turn it off? Yeah. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm done. 2 minutes. Get some food, some drinks. Yeah, so go to iAmBrotherPOLIGHT.app, because like I said, I don't even know if this is going to be saved. Register for free. Purchase that class. If you have the $100, if you have the $99, purchase that class. You're going to be surprised what we do. We're going to get you started up in the class. We're going to actually start you up in the class. This cannot be another era where black people go through a depression and they write it off like America went through a depression, when it's really black people that they targeted to be in the poverty line. Serious talk. Pennies. If you don't know about it, trust me, when I show you how to work those pennies, yo, but if you care, then why do you charge? First of all, I lowered my price. I never charge $100 for nothing. I lowered my price because I understand the conditions we're in. And two, we're talking about hours and hours of material we're gonna have to go over for that $99. But I'm gonna make it very clear. And I'm going through real estate, and I'm going through options, and I'm going through dividend reinvestment programs, which is the DRIP. So you could create an income out of investing in companies that share their returns with you at a percentage. Just because you invested in them, they'll give you a percentage of their earnings to keep your interest in investing in their company. Apple gives you good money. Coca-Cola gives you good money. Burger King gives you good money. There's several companies out there. Some of them morally I'd rather deal with than others. But the reality is you could create an income out of this and fall the freak back. If you know how to do your put options and your call options, you know when to invest in ETFs. You know, like I was taught and how I teach, yo, buy the sector, not the individual. You got to know when to do that. Sometimes I buy in American Airlines. Sometimes I buy in the whole airline industry. When it comes to vehicles, I buy in the whole industry. I get me ETFs. You see? But when I talk the money talk, people look at me like I got two freaking heads and I'm nuts. And yo, he prayed to money. He said money's religion. And what I mean by that is I'm as devoted to learning about how money works while I'm alive and I have to pay bills as people are devoted to dealing with religion. Now the religious people, despite the laying of the hands that the pastor do that's magic, and the government allowed them to do all of that, the government allowed them to play pretend, now they had to ask the religious people, can you stop congregating in the name of God? Can you stop? You might spread the virus. Can you stop? No. So all of this shit was pretend the whole time. We should be riding the backs or the coattails of the religious people for our salvation. One of them must be praying to the right God. Let's keep them all in the churches, mosques, and synagogues to take us out of the situation. But you know what they're doing? Religious people ain't telling you they got the cure for the virus. Religious people are celebrating that the virus exists and that this is a prophecy from God to kill people. These people are miserable and negative. Religious people are glorifying the deaths of people because they don't have the solution for the cure or for healing our people. You see how tricky they are? Anytime people start dying, don't you think religious people pulled out quotes for the swine flu, for the SARS flu, for MERS, for the Hong Kong flu? Don't you think religious people, every time there's a pandemic on planet Earth, they say, oh, God did this. See, the world is ending, God is doing it. But never do they turn around and say, God created the vaccine. I've never seen someone pull out a scripture saying God came out with the vaccine or God came out with the cure. They only tell you about God when everyone's dying. What good is that? I don't fucking care about that. That shit's trash. You celebrating that people are dying, and then you in the way of people talking about, look, I don't want y'all to be in poverty when this thing is all over, because that's what the setup is. And a lot of you thinking you're going to get checks. People are going to get checks, but it's going to be the people who already have enough money. They look out for their own. Be they black, white, or whomever, most times it's going to be more people is going to be non-blacks. That's a fact. But you messing around, you playing a dangerous game sitting over here regurgitating quotes that people regurgitate every time there's a worldwide panic. That shit is not paying the bills. It's not paying the bills. Jumping for joy. Yo, God is doing this. Yeah, we praise the Lord. I watched some Hebrew miserable lights. I watched some Hebrew miserable lights send me a damn video talking about God is doing this and we praise the Lord that is happening. Come on, man. Come on. You praising the Lord that this is going on? You praising the Lord that black people going to suffer because they ain't joined your Hebrew Israelite sect or community? Come on, man. I'm where the bill paying at, man. We got to pay the bills. Don't come out of this shit. We come out of this stronger than you've ever been before. Say, damn, I finally got the time to do research. I finally got the time to study. I'm going to take advantage of it. You finally got the time to research. You finally got the time to study. Start taking advantage of it. Don't just sit there and wither away at your house. If I tell you I can teach you something that you can put pennies on a dollar on, and accounts you can set up for free that's not going to charge you to execute your trades, lock in. Whether you sign up free or you pay your $100, lock the freak in. Because one thing's for sure, I'm consistent with what I teach. And you can reference what I teach. And you're going to keep my PowerPoints when I teach. You're going to keep the videos when you get them. That's one thing that's for sure when it comes to me. You can look through other people's catalog and see what they teach and really ask yourself, what percentage of this BS can I use right here, right now? And what percentage of this BS that they're teaching, when this is all over and the economy is better and my people are not, what percentage of this would have really helped me? And who was talking that talk the whole time? So when you see me showing them paper stacks in that previous video, again, it wasn't to squat on nobody or disrespect anybody. It was to say some of us is making money because we're not buying into the panic and the fanaticism and the romanticism. We're not buying into that. Some of us semi looking for this thing to kind of last a little longer, but not at the expense of our people. I don't want nobody to die. But as far as the money's looking, man, I'm eating, I'm drinking right, paper stacked, and the wives and us, we just having a good time. Y'all gonna see. I got more to show you. I'm gonna bring you to the next closing that I'm dealing with. We got 2 houses that we working on. I'm gonna do it live and just show you what I'm doing, because the point system is down from 15.36 to less than 3 on the housing market. So it's easier to buy a property right now more times than it's ever been before. You got to get on it. And if you wanted to refinance, you could do it sooner, inside 5-7 days, before you had to wait 6 months or forward. 6 months upward. But people, yo, I can't even go live on YouTube. Every time I attempt, The button is right there, no matter what software I be using. They don't tell me I got a restriction or nothing. Yo, so I only could upload videos to it. I tell y'all, man. And in here, I can't really upload. If I want it to be shared, I gotta go live. And then now they're not letting my live stay up. And then on Instagram, I can't put a title, I can't put a caption, I can't like my own joint or respond to anyone. I just gotta watch people ask questions and just look. But we always got contingency plans. Gonna set up another account to respond to the people that leave comments. I'm over here redirecting you to the website that is connected to the app. So when the app comes out, those people that register to the site, you guys will have access to the newsletters that'll be on the site, so forth and so on. The free forums where I have myself in the credential homies I got a great deal of love for. And we're gonna bust it up with y'all. We're gonna chop it up and get it in. Gonna have a lot of fun, man. But listen, I'm out of here. I gotta connect with the family. And we're gonna connect. But spend your time reading and studying, no matter who it is, so long as they ain't wasting your time. You gotta find out how to make this money. I don't care what nobody say to you. They could talk all that other spiritual goofy shit that they want to talk, and I don't think spirituality is goofy, but the stuff a lot of people talking about is goofy in the name of spirituality. Take your time to study, because you could come up with there's gold in the crisis. That's the name of the class that I'm charging the $99 for. There's gold in the crisis. I don't care about no slander. I don't care about no gossip, and you need to get in tune with that type of vibe. You gotta lock in. None of that stuff gonna make anybody money. People are miserable and they on their last dollar. They need someone to blame. They're gonna blame each other. That's how we work. Peace to the family. Love you all. Love y'all, for real. Keep it going. It's right there and pinned to the top. iAmBrotherPOLIGHT.app. Peace. Looking forward to seeing you. Class is 2 Sundays from now. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Class is 2 Sundays from now. 6 p.m. Eastern time. Peace to the family.